In this video, we'll be trying to solve the JAMB Mathematics 2025 question on trigonometry. Okay, so you're given this triangle here and you're asked to evaluate x or evaluate the value of x from this figure here or this triangle. You're given your options here: A 5 root 3 centimeters, B 4 root 3 centimeters, C 20 root 3 centimeters, and D 10 root 3 centimeters. Now, how do you solve this question? Now, something for you to notice that when it comes to triangle, there are two ways of solving, or there are several ways of considering a triangle. The first thing is to consider a triangle if it's a right angle triangle. All right, the first thing is to check if the triangle is right angled. Okay, if the triangle is right angled, then we could use Pythagoras theorem. All right, Pythagoras theorem could work. Also, we could use the concept of SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so if the triangle there is a right angle triangle, we could use any of this, either the Pythagoras theorem or the SOHCAHTOA concept. If the triangle is not right angled, then we can use the sine rule, all right, the sine rule or the cosine rule concept. All right, so whichever method we use in this question is dependent on if the triangle here is a right angle triangle. Now, for most persons looking at this, they would say the triangle is not a right angle triangle. But before then, you tell me, what do you think? Do you think this triangle is a right angle triangle or it is not a right angle triangle? For most persons, they will say it is not a right angle triangle simply because they are used to right angle triangles being either something of this nature, that's this, or something of this nature, that's this. So most persons are used to any of these two shapes as being a right angle triangle, but that's not the condition there. The condition for a triangle to be a right angle triangle is that one of its angles must be 90 degrees. That's the condition. And we know fully well that for any triangle, the sum of the angles, all right, a triangle usually has three angles there, which in this case would be 1, 2, and 3. So we know that for any triangle, the sum of the angles there would be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, that means for this question here, this angle here is unknown. The one up here is an unknown angle. And if you try to solve this, let's call this unknown angle x. Okay, let's call this, let's say x. What do we have here? We'd have that this angle here 30 degrees plus this angle here 60 degrees plus this angle here x is equal to 180 degrees. So you have 30 degrees plus 60 degrees plus x is equal to 180 degrees. And if you do 30 plus 60, you have 90 degrees plus x is equal to 180 degrees. And in getting x, we'll move this one over here. So we'll have that x is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, and that's equal to 90 degrees. So it means the missing angle is actually 90 degrees. Now, what does that tell you? If you have that the missing angle is actually 90 degrees, what does it mean? It means that this angle here, the angle here, this and this is actually 90 degrees. So what does this mean? It means that this particular triangle here is a right angle triangle. Please take note. This triangle here is a right angle triangle. Okay, with that being said, it means we're not going to use the sine rule or the cosine rule for this question since it's a right angle triangle. Now we'll have to look at either Pythagoras theorem or SOHCAHTOA. For us to use Pythagoras theorem, the Pythagoras theorem concept says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the opposite sides plus the square of the adjacent side. Now, given this triangle here, we said the hypotenuse is simply the side facing the 90 degrees. Hence, the side facing here is supposed to be h, hypotenuse. So this is supposed to be your hypotenuse part. And given this question here, we can say that the hypotenuse, there's no value for it. And there's no way we can solve for the value of the hypotenuse owing to the fact that x is also an unknown. With two unknowns, we can't find hypotenuse. So what does this mean? This means that the Pythagoras theorem concept will also not work in this question. So we'll cancel Pythagoras. So it's off. So we are now left to use the SOHCAHTOA method to solve this. Now, considering the angle, the side you're looking for, we're having x here. We've said this is your hypotenuse. Why is this hypotenuse? Because the hypotenuse side is usually the side opposite the 90 degrees, as we said. So 90 degrees opposite here gives us the hypotenuse. That's the concept. So we already have the hypotenuse. So what can we use there? If you look at the SOHCAHTOA concept, you have SO, S-O-H, CA, C-A-H, and then TOA, T-O-A. All right. You can see that sine depends on hypotenuse, whose value we don't have. Cos depends on hypotenuse, whose value we also do not have. So sine and cos will not be needed. Instead, we use what there? Tan to become the TOA. So now use tan. So hence, for this question, we're using tan. Please understand why we're using tan. So using the TOA, that's tan of the particular angle. Now in this case, the angle, we'll be using the angle 60 degrees, because if you look at x, the x, which is what we're looking for, is facing 60 degrees. So it becomes tan of 60. Tan 60, I've told you we're using 60 because 60 is the angle opposite x, is equal to, tan 60 is equal to, TOA is equal to opposite over adjacent. Let me write that. TOA means that tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. All right. So from here, from 60, opposite 60 gives you x. So tan 60 is equal to x all over adjacent. If this is hypotenuse and this is opposite, here becomes adjacent. So the adjacent is actually what there? 10. So it becomes opposite, which is x all over adjacent, which is what there? 10. So we have this. All right, so let's get x. Of course, this is over 1. Would have to cross multiply. X times 1, that's x times 1 is equal to 10 times tan 60. 10 times tan of 60. So x times 1 gives you what there? X is equal to 10 tan 60. Now, if you look at the options here, there is no value for tan 60. But what you have to notice is that, of course, JAMB does not allow you to use a scientific calculator. So how do we get the value of tan 60 so that we can get a final answer? Now, this demands that you know, JAMB expect that you know the value of something called special angles. Okay, the special angles include 0, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. Right, there's a topic called special angles, especially in further mathematics. All right, you see things like the special angles are, okay, of course, 90 degrees too. All right, if you want to, you could still look at 180, but those ones are like the extreme ones. But the special angles are usually 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90 degrees. So they expect you to know the value of tan, cos, and sine for each of this. That means you need to know the value of sine 0, cos 0, tan 0, sine 30, cos 30, tan 30, and the rest of them, right, offhand. All right, so that's an expectation. But then I'll help you with this. For this concept here, let me show you the special angle. So this is it. So you can see this here. So this is your special angles. All right, it's they are constants in mathematics, so you should know this one offhand. Now, considering our question here, the question here was tan 60. So if you look at this, tan of 60, so you can see this tan and then 60, they meet here. The value of what there? Root 3. So they expect you to know this one by heart. So, but we can say, but tan 60 is equal to the square root of 3. What does this mean? This means that x is equal to 10, that's 10 into tan 60, that's root 3, of course measured in centimeters. So the value of x is 10 root 3 in centimeters. That's the answer. Let's look at the options there. All right, so we have an option here, which is D, 10 root 3. That's your option, okay? All right, guys, so basically that's how we solve this question, okay? All right, so if you enjoyed this video as usual, please do well to, okay, before then, let me leave you a task. What if this value, let's change this value from 10 to, let's say this was, let's say this was root 3, for instance. This value here is root 3. Now, your task is to get the value of x. So the same triangle there, right? This triangle is a bit messy, but the same triangle we had earlier, but change this value here to root 3 instead of 10. Everything remains the same. So can you solve it and simplify your answer to the simplest form and leave your answer in the comment section, and I will tell you if you're correct or not. Alright guys, so as usual, don't forget that you can join my channel membership to get access to exclusive content, alright, from JAMB to first year students to second year students to organic chemistry, etc. I'll leave a link to join my video description to get exclusive content in the video description, okay? Also, don't forget that you can get my books and my courses on my website. Simply visit www.jonahemmanuel.com/courses or www.jonahemmanuel.com/books to check out the available courses or books. All right, register an account to the website and then proceed to get any of the available courses or books. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. So like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, all right? Leave a comment. In the comment, I gave you a task, right? I changed the 10 cm to root 3. So if that value there was root 3, you're expected to find the value of x. Leave your answer in the comment section and I'll tell you if you're correct or not. If it's your first time here or if you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe. Hit the bell icon and select all so that you get notified whenever we upload new content. Then finally share this video to your friends so that they can also learn. Thank you as usual and see you in our next class.